This is for women and people who care about the welfare of women. I am Mark Greenstein, candidate for governor. I want to address how, especially for women, a conservative Democrat is far better than any of the progressives on the stage. Let me start with pay equity. The reason why progressives are bad candidates is because in some ways they're lying to you. They know that, because they're all smart, they know that the differences in men and women's earnings are not owing to misogyny. They're playing to that instead to rile people up. That's the worst kind of candidate. Elsewhere, I've got 5 very good reasons that show that the pay gap, which exists, is not unfair, and it's almost never due to a dislike by an employer for hiring women. All right, next, the proposal for free college tuition. It sounds nice. It sounds like it will help so many of us. Guess what? It helps the well-off. The relatively well-off who are going to college, and leaves behind a lot of women and men who don't have that choice, don't want to use that choice even if they do. Why are you paying from state dollars money for relatively privileged kids? My solution is people who want to go into college and can't afford it, give them loans. Those loans better be based on the quality of their work, maybe their major as well, because certain majors aren't going to get you the income to pay those loans back. All right, paid family leave sounds awfully nice. But guess what that does? It dictates to every small employer one more thing they have to do. Dictates also with the force of a gun behind them. And it leaves employers who might have, by some people's criterion, violated this. It potentially puts them in jail. Now, how do those employers avoid jail? They avoid hiring young women in the first place. Sure they do. If the law is going to require them to start paying money for an absence of 2 or 3 months, pay that salary anyway, you think they really want to hire the young woman who's likely to get pregnant in the next 10 years? Now, some progressives will go and say, well, we can police against that, and we'll set up laws that go to their intentions when they hire or don't hire somebody. Don't even try. That's making the state even more intrusive, making it more oppressive. Lastly, minimum wage. Sounds nice. It's horrible. Because what minimum wage at a given dollar does, it doesn't build the middle class. No. It does artificially put some people a little better off hour by hour, and cuts out everybody who might be struggling to get that first job. That first job is not available. If you are a woman working at a $13 an hour job now, do you really want a $15 an hour minimum wage because it will make you unemployed? Now, that's the reality of the marketplace. If $15 an hour is not competitive and this employer is losing money on you, here's your choice. Take 15 or take 0. And if the government's not even giving a choice, you're out. Finally, wouldn't it be better to pay engineers more? Pay tradesmen more? And with it, fund, maybe using welfare, using the better economy certainly, fund the marginal people that way. When you artificially hike wages, you intrude on the free marketplace, which is the best way to lift individuals, lift families, and bring better business. I'm Mark Greenstein. Please think this through.